And it was 71 all, Wally, after 3. Hornets begin the 4th on a 17-1 run and lights out.
Yeah, that can't happen, you know. Well, there you see Kemba in the game at that point, and that's when Malik Monk really started to get going. And that was the unit in the first half of the Knicks that really played well together.
I mean, look at
that.
That's
a excellent pass. That's just eyes behind your head, finding the hot shooter in Malik Monk. And this is tough matchups, you know. Coach Borrego, he left in some of the starters to go up against the Knicks' second unit, and it was really effective. And Kemba Walker was able to look at all these plays he's making, not always scoring, but he's putting his head down, getting into the paint, making things happen, you know, getting guys involved. You know, he had 5 assists, and a lot of those were late in that game. And then Malik Monk, I've always loved his game, from all the way back to Kentucky, boy. And when that guy gets hot, and when he gets hot, watch out. I mean, he can have Klay Thompson-like rolls from the three-point line, and he had that in the fourth quarter.
A very inconsistent player. Obviously, they're still trying to get him to be more consistent and actually play some defense, too. But you're right. When he does catch and shoot, he's fantastic. That last shot you saw there made it 90-76, 6 minutes to go, so they take a 14-point lead. And you can just see that was pretty much it. David Fizdale trying to get the vets back in there and just, you know, maybe get one more push. But you could just see it was, once again, the inexperience. I do think not having a Moutier, even Frank Ntilikina not being there, when you had Alonzo Trier and Kadeem Allen out there, they could not get anything going offensively. And that has affected this team all season long on the defensive end. When they struggle offensively, it affects them defensively.
Trier didn't have a single field goal the entire game.
0 for 7.
Kadeem Allen, called up from the G League, played pretty well, had 8 points and 5 assists, played pretty well. Also playing well, Kevin Knox, and this is a good sign here, Alan, because Knox the last 5 games or so really struggled. But tonight, very efficient, 7 of 15 from the floor for 19 points.
Last 5 games, he's shooting 25% from the field. He was just all of a sudden started to struggle. He started losing a little bit of the fire that we were seeing, the attack mode. And, well, there's some attack mode right there. All of a sudden, he just started to turn it on in this game because it felt like a slow start for him. And then 9 points later in the first quarter, he was on a roll, and it's typical of him, too, is he'll get a couple of touches, and he just gets into a rhythm. The three-point shot, 3 of 4 from downtown when he had been struggling shooting that as well. Slowed his game down, whatever it was, it just seemed like he was getting himself into rhythm early, but it also looked like the Knicks were trying to get him into the rhythm. I'm glad I picked that as the matchup to watch.
That's a big part of it. You know, sometimes when you're a scorer and you're going through some tough times, you need the coach and your teammates to kind of get you a couple easy baskets, call a few plays to get you going and feel like you're a part of the offense and feel like you're a part of the game. And I think that's what happened for him early. And listen, his jump shot, when he starts getting it going, he can really shoot that 3-ball, but it's also nice to have a couple plays under your belt to not always rely on the 3-ball as your only opportunity to score.
Another bright spot, guys, Mitchell Robinson, 10 points, highlight reel plays, 3 blocks. Only 2 rebounds, and Allen played just over 12 minutes and didn't have any foul trouble.
Right.
It's interesting. Noah Vonleh played a lot, over 35 minutes. Robinson played on about 12 and change.
The good news was the lack of foul trouble, which means that he's starting to figure out, like, you're still seeing him run around a lot defensively, trying to make plays, which is affecting his rebounding. But you just see the athleticism, just how, look at this block right here. It's just his instincts, the ability to block with 2 hands. The ability to go after rebounds like this and finish. He'll get better as a rebounder as he starts to read the ball better. How about this play? We had a couple of these in this game. That is becoming a play you have to worry about now when he's out on the floor. He challenges every shot. And look at these catches and finishes. I mean, these are highlight dunks. He's going to have a high percentage shooting every year. How about this one? Not even looking at the rim. Like, this is what they love about Mitchell Robinson, is the athleticism at his size. And the fact that when you watch him play, if you're watching the entire game, you realize he's literally just running around right now. Like, there's really not a lot of structure to his game. And David Fizdale has told him, go challenge everything. They're having him trap pick and rolls just to see if he can do it and then recover in time. And he missed a few early, but then in the second half, you saw him recovering better. So there's little things you're seeing. If you watch closely, you're seeing improvements here with this player. It's just very subtle.
Yeah, and all the tools are there, all the talent is there, all the athleticism is there. Now you just got to fill in the cracks and fill in all the pieces and, you know, just get him more sound as far as, you know, the angles of being a defender, of when to show and when to help and when not to commit a foul and maybe not get a block, but you can affect the shot by not committing a foul and not blocking the shot, you'll force a miss and then a possible rebound. The 2 rebounds is very concerning. I know he only played 13 minutes, and that's not much. He was a minus 16 in the 13 minutes because the second unit really struggled and to start that fourth quarter. But he's got to figure out a way, just when he's out there on the floor, just to kind of do all those little things, pick up some things from some vets, and that'll help him stay out on the floor a lot longer and help him help the team a lot more.